Tudo bem, pessoal? Vou começar falando em português, tá? Vocês já sabem que o que eu estou fazendo. Estou mandando essa live para a maior quantidade de pessoas baterísticas ao redor do mundo possível, ok? Eu já falo inglês com vocês, eu vou tentar o meu melhor inglês, claro. Então, por favor, se você entende português, mande essa live para os seus amigos e amigas bateristas, usando esse aviãozinho aqui do ladinho. Já vamos conversar em inglês. Deixa eu mandar isso aqui para essa live para a maior quantidade de pessoas possível. Ok. Just one moment. And I will talk with you. One moment, please. Sending this streaming for my friend drummers around the world. Please do the same. Send this streaming for your friends using that little plane icon down below. Send it for your friends. Okay. Our guest is online right now. Okay. So, I have to speak in Portuguese first. Boa noite aí, pessoal. Tudo bem? Estamos chegando às últimas lives desse mês de dezembro, consequentemente, as últimas lives do mês do ano de 2021. Espero que vocês tenham gostado das lives que nós fizemos esse ano. Nós estamos hoje também ao vivo lá no YouTube e hoje nós temos uma convidada muito especial, como sempre, lá do outro lado do mundo. Lá é de manhã, são 9 horas da manhã. Aqui 10 horas da noite em ponto, então estamos começando em ponto, né? Pontualmente. E espero que você possa assistir essa live. Se você não conseguir assistir hoje, assista depois, que vai estar gravadinho, certo? Então vamos lá, vamos passar alguns avisos, depois eu passo em inglês, tá bom? Essa nossa semana que vem, nós não vamos ter live semana que vem, tá? Aí teremos na outra semana a Special Class, a última Special Class do ano com a Naná Resini. E na última semana do ano, no mês de dezembro, fala, Bruno, vai ficando por aí, hein? Vai ser legal. A última live do ano com Annabelle Drummer, Annabelle Tang, direto de Londres. Cola aí que a gente começou agora, tá bom? Fica por aí. Que é a última live do ano com Annabelle Tang, direto de Londres, que é uma menininha de 9 anos ou 10 anos, mais ou menos. Vocês vão adorar. Mas não deixe de se inscrever para a Special Class da Naná Resini, tá certo? E uma notícia, assim, um pequeno spoiler, bem rapidinho, nós estamos trabalhando para a volta do festival presencial ano que vem. Já estamos trabalhando, temos alguns nomes, mas eu não vou falar mais nada além disso, e nem a época e nem a cidade que vai ser. Tá bom? Então, colhem aqui, que hoje vai ser muito legal. Nós temos a nossa convidada para lá nas Filipinas hoje, Cana de la Cruz. Espero que eu tenha falado o nome dela correto, eu já vou perguntar. E vocês vão curtir demais, tá? Mande suas perguntas usando aqui, ó, essa caixinha de perguntas aqui, ó, ou comentários com ponto de interrogação, que, olha, você vai aprender muita coisa hoje, tá? Então, eu vou passar para o inglês e depois vou chamar a nossa convidada, ok? Thank you, people, for watching us tonight. I hope that you enjoy. Tonight we have another great drummer, another special guest from Philippines. I hope that I'm spelling her name correctly, Cana de la Cruz. I hope so. So if I'm saying wrong, please, you say to me after. Next week, we don't have streamings, so please wait for the last special class with Nana Resini from Brazil and the last streaming of the year with Annabelle Tang from London, a little drummer, a little girl from London. So cute. So don't waste your time. Don't lose this chance for send your questions for our guests tonight. Send your questions for Kanya using this toolbox, this question toolbox down below. Send your questions. If you have questions about drums, drumming, please don't be shy. Send your questions for our guests. So it's time to go. Let's call our guest for tonight. Okay, where are you? Okay, here we go. Yeah,
Hello, Joel. Sorry, I'll just adjust the camera for a while.
yeah, I'm, yeah, much better now. Yeah, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. It's morning here in the
Uh,
Philippines. How are you?
yeah, great. So, good morning
Yeah,
for you.
good evening to you.
And I don't know if I said your name correctly.
But yeah, some of my friends call me Cana, but it's Cana.
Cana.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
okay.
great. So, no problem. I almost did perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a little bit of delay. Are you hearing too?
uh, yeah, just for a second. Hello. Is it okay
Hello?
now?
Yeah, much better.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in the background, but I think it's okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
already
it's
put
so
the volume
difficult
down.
to yeah, difficult to turn down the speaker volume of the cell phone. No problem. Let's go.
Yeah.
Are you
But
hearing me okay?
yeah, it's clear.
So great. Thank you. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for accepting our invitation. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that you enjoy and your friends are coming. Do you want to say something for your friends?
But I hope they are here because most of them are working. But hello to my friends if they're working. If
Yeah,
they're here watching.
correctly. So no problem. They can watch this streaming after. Hi,
Mm-hmm.
Lucy, my friend and my student. Please stay with us. So, Kanya, I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying correctly.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, you can call me Kana or Kenya. It's fine. Yeah.
Kanya, Kanya.
Kana, Kana.
So let's start with the beginning. I know
Okay.
that you are playing so many gigs, playing at your church. You are playing with bands, doing some great videos on your YouTube channel. But we want to know more about your beginning on drums or music. Did you start playing drums at first or playing guitar, acoustic guitar?
Yeah. Um. Actually, I started showing interest in drums at a very young age. Having been raised in a family with a passion and a love for music, I instantly felt the connection with it. And one of the things I remember in my childhood was actually playing with a spoon and fork, banging the table, each mealtime. And since our house is nearby the church, so I would always sneak in the church, inside the church, and then I will always hide behind the kid. During the time, I think I was 5 or 6, so I don't know how to play drums during those times, but I'll go and sit behind the kid and just like doing this like air drumming and feeling and imagining that I'm in a concert or like a gig. So that's this where I started.
Yeah. Do you remember the track that you most played on air drums? Because
Well,
I remember my tracks.
yeah, yeah. Well, finally to say, I'm inside the church, but I'm imagining to play this track where I first heard it from my dad, which is a sweet child of mine of Guns N' Roses. It's because my dad is a fan of rock as well, rock genre. Um, so he introduced me to Guns N' Roses, and so and so yeah, sweet child of mine. While sitting inside the church, I'm air drumming and imagining this kind of music, and that's how I started showing interest in drums. Um, my uncle is actually a drummer,
Hmm.
so every gig, me and my dad would always go with him and watch
Hmm.
him while he's in a concert or live gigs. And yeah, that was the time I told myself like, right, I wanna be a drummer.
And did you learn to play Sweet Child O' Mine uh, on just on the air, or did you try it at that time play on real drums?
Well, during the time, because I can't reach the kick drum pedal because I'm small. Um, yeah, I started playing like doing this air drumming first, using the
And
spoon and the fork, yeah, having the
yeah,
concert
yeah,
at dinner table, and my mom and my dad have to, yeah, they have nothing to do but just, yeah, eat with with the daughter who's noisy and just singing and shouting during dinner. Yeah, that's
yeah.
where I started.
I remember that I used the first time trying to do like a drum kit. I used it my grandmother um, kitchen stools,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I put I had 5 stools,
Hmm.
and I put like a drum and bang on all my. I only have drumsticks,
Hmm.
so I destroyed the stools.
Yeah. Oh my god. And actually,
Yeah,
it's like an antique. If you will be at your grandmother's house, you have to be careful, right? Because most of the furnitures, it's antique or like it's expensive, and yeah.
yeah. So you can tell us which are the um, the worst part or more difficult part to play Sweet Child O' Mine on drums.
Well, during well, I was young. The introduction and all this, keeping the time. I would say the timekeeping, because I don't know
Really?
back then. Yeah, back then I don't know how to use the metronome, the click, so I'm just playing along with it. So clearly, I'm rushing whenever I'm playing along with this track when I was young, and I learned so much about persistence. Like, I will not stop playing the music, the track, until I get it and I fully understand the music itself. So it's really about patience. So that's what I learned.
Yeah. So your father and your mother look at each other, and I think they said for each other, "Okay, let's buy a drum kit for this girl."
Well, yeah. What they want, but when they bought this drum kit, we donated it as well to the church because we are nearby the church. So I'm playing the
Yeah.
sweet child of mine inside the church
Really?
for some time. Yeah. Oh, hi, Carmi. I just want to say hi to my friend. Hi,
Yeah.
Carmi.
Hi, Carmi. How are you? Stay with
Very
us.
good, very good drummer from the Philippines.
Yeah, I've been trying
Carmi
to.
Santiago.
Carmi, please remind me. Did I ever try to contact you to do a streaming? I don't remember. Please remind me, because we have next year. We still doing the streamings, only 2 per month, but we are planning to still doing these streamings. So, do you remember your very first drum kit?
Yeah. It's a local brand. It's Laser. It's a Laser drum kit.
Laser,
Yeah. Philippines
laser.
Laser. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, do you remember?
back then they can't buy me an expensive kit because I'm just starting, and then yeah. So I started using the Laser.
Oh, Carmi, sorry. I will try to contact you after this streaming. Don't go away. Don't go away. I will not forget. So
She is an
sorry, because
amazing drummer. She is
yeah,
really. You really have to
yeah.
get her in here, and it's really
Next year. So I will try to contact you after this streaming. Don't go away. Don't say no for me for next year, because this year we are almost finished. But next year we will do a streaming with you. Don't go away. Uh, so did you destroy it? Your
no, it's still
laser gun?
alive. I
Really?
only upgraded. Yeah, it's still here. I only upgraded it to with the good drum heads.
Mm,
That's
great.
it.
So
Yeah, and then I
laser drum kit. I want to to take a look at your laser drum kit.
It's
If
not
you
yet. I'll take
so
a
you
picture of it.
yeah, you
Yeah.
can take a picture and post and mark us.
Yeah.
So after you start to play at your laser drum kit, did you have lessons, formal lessons?
No, I never had
Really?
any formal lessons at school in relation to music. Um,
What's
I'm
which are the
a
secret?
self-taught musician. Yeah, because during the time, I don't know why I never, although I attended some of the summer, how would I say, like summer workshops,
Hmm.
but I had never had the opportunity to pursue and study at music school.
Really, you play
No,
so well because
no,
sometimes
thank you.
we had some guests here that never had formal drum lessons, and what I saw great drummers that are playing so well. Tell us the secret.
What's the secret? Well, to be honest with you, I'm still considering to enroll in a university and study formally. But I would say it's just maybe if you combine the natural gift with hard work,
Yeah,
still hard work.
I see.
I mean, being contented is good, but when it comes to talents and skills, while we're still alive, we can learn new things every day. So it's really the persistence and really the hard work. Like you really have to discipline yourself. Especially, I never had any like a proper music teacher who will always remind me like, okay, you have to rehearse. So I told myself like, right, while watching these great drummers on say on YouTube, I want to be like this person or this person or this drummer. I told myself like, right, before they got into this position, they invested so much time in rehearsing and so much hard work and yeah. So I think it's hard work as well, gift and hard work and yeah. If you will get a chance, of course, to get a formal lesson, it's amazing to have a formal lesson as well.
Yeah, great. So since you don't had any formal lessons, tell us about your time on drums.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what kind of things do
Mm-hmm.
you like to practice, because we have really, I have to say, we have two different things,
Yeah.
because you can sit on drums and practice,
Mm-hmm.
and you can sit on drums and study.
Yeah.
You know the
Yeah.
difference. So
Mm-hmm.
let's talk about your, when you sit on drums,
Mm-hmm.
on your drums. Tell us about what kind of things do you like to study.
Right. What I do is depending on on my schedule. Say if I have 1 hour or say 2 hours. Say I have 1 hour. I usually divide it into four parts. Yeah, like say sitting here behind the drums. I first 15 minutes I will do the warm up. The first 15 minutes, and then the next 15 minutes I will study say this new rudiments or this, and I will focus on that because sometimes we get too much excited, right? As soon as you
Yeah,
sit on drums and you start doing things and doing all these chops that you want to do, but I learned to, yeah, you have to discipline yourself. Like first you have to warm up. For me, this is effective for me,
yeah,
and then the next 15 minutes I do and practice what I want to do for that particular day. And then the next 15 minutes, I record myself
yeah.
and listen to how I play and how I sound. And say if I
Great.
have enough, say, and then the last 15 minutes, that's where I play a track and just do a playthrough and just play with the track just to listen up and just enjoy myself. And that's it. Yeah.
Which is great too, of course. So let's pretend that you are starting study time right now.
Hmm.
Tell us about your mainly warm up procedure.
Okay. Um,
Show us on your drum kit, your beautiful Gretsch Ash drum kit. I know this is a great
Thank
Gretsch
you.
because I'm playing with Gretsch too, as you see,
Hmm.
as you see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice kit. Yeah, it's a good sounding kit.
Yeah, tell us about your warm up.
Yeah. What? Well, it depends on the day. But I love doing paradiddles and doing some accents on the pa and the ra and all this. So I will start say, I don't know how will it sound because I'm only using a
No
mobile
worry.
phone.
No worry. If you want to put your cell phone more distance or just the people see your sticks on YouTube, you are okay. Just on this streaming.
Wait, I'll try. I don't know if it's better.
We love we love this drum
No,
problems.
is it okay? No,
It's okay. Let's
it's okay.
go. Okay,
Right. So I will. What I usually do is say I don't have a click here at the moment, but I will
no
put
problem.
accents on past it like and then after some time I switch to I put accents on the like and then I love I love doing the variations of doubles and singles. So I do um, so I what I do is I do single, so that's right left, then double on right right left left. So that 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 that, that's what I do, and I also do the 16 notes singles, like doing putting an accent on the um one, say one E and two E and three E and four E and then
Yeah.
doing and putting accents on the one and then E. So one E and two E and three E and four E and one E, two E and three E and four E and one E and two E and three E and four E and one E and two E and three E and four E. So those are
Great.
my those are my favorite accents. Sorry for the
So
terrible
do
sound.
you? No problem. Don't worry. Do you recommend to the young drummers to try this only at the Pad or try doing on the drum kit?
Well, actually, all the for me, I only speak from my experience. We all have um, ways of learning and how we practice it on the kit. But what I do is before I put it and transfer it to the kit, yes, this practice rudiments we can also do around the kit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where you
So
can
do
put
you
the
think
feel.
mhm,
Yeah,
you can try the accents on toms or
yeah,
cymbals?
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
for the next 50 minutes, what do you try for the next 50 minutes after warm up?
Mm-hmm. So I will say what I do after I do the warm
Mhm.
up. I apply it. Say I want to practice the singles and the doubles, and then I will apply it on the kit for 15 minutes, like spreading it around the kit and doing some combinations of it.
Yeah, it's so great because I saw your videos, not all your videos because it's people you if you don't know her YouTube channel, please go there and subscribe. Can you say about your YouTube channel, please? Because I'm looking at
Yeah,
and I think you can talk a little bit more about your. We have so many great videos. I love this
thank
video
you.
that you did, higher power Coldplay with playing these drumsticks. So beautiful. So a very you can show happiness. You can show drum skills. It's so important Please tell about your YouTube work for people here.
I started. I started my channel in 2018, but last year when the pandemic started, um, I told myself like, yeah, we have nothing to do, and just stuck inside the house. So I started uploading and recording my recording drums and I was never into drum covers before. I'm not really into it before, but it's a different world, and I don't want to be out there and be seen, and I'm quite afraid to be judged by people, before with the opinions of others. And you know what? Last year I told myself, you know what? I'm just doing it for myself. So I'm having fun, and this is one of my ways to unwind and not to be depressed with the situation. So I started recording myself. I told myself,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to put it on YouTube, and I think some of them likes it, so they subscribed, and I'm still doing it, uploading videos. But what I did last year was to challenge myself. I told myself like, right, I want to learn how to be disciplined and to learn songs, and so I released new videos each week. So I did it for a year, though I'm still doing it this year, but not as often as last year. So I'm releasing new videos, 2 videos per month. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, great. But we have so great videos here. We have gospel tracks that I love it. We have pop, funk, and rhythm and blues. So many great videos. There's one video that a track that actually I play too
Mm-hmm.
on my church is calling the track is calling "This Amazing Grace."
Oh yeah,
Yeah, do you like this track? I love so much. So
yeah.
there's that second part on that feel on the groove.
Yeah.
You know, can you show us very slowly
I'm
because
using.
it's so interesting.
Yeah, I can show you, but the sound of
Don't
it,
worry
you
about
won't.
don't, don't worry about the sound.
Mm-hmm. Is it the second part, second verse? You mean?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I'll I'll try my best.
yeah. Don't worry, don't worry.
I'll. You can't see it though.
No problem. We have time.
No, you can't
After
see
the,
it.
yeah, you can move to your left maybe or
Left.
your
Yeah.
almost there.
I think this is a crash. I'll just move this.
Yeah, yeah, is a crash.
Yeah.
Maybe you're for your right because I know you use your thumbs in your floor thumb. Okay, you are with your rubber
Yeah.
hands.
I can
Great,
remove
no
it if you
problem.
like.
No, 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 it's great.
Yeah.
So how to play that part correctly? But I played a little bit different from
Mm-hmm.
you,
Yeah.
but it's okay. Tell us about your interpretation.
Yeah. Well, this is only my interpretation because there was a drum. I
Yeah.
didn't remove the drum part there. So what I did was this kind of groove. So that so like that. So it's only right left. That. So there's a kick drum there. Something like that.
Yeah, great. Because this kind of drum fill in the middle of the group sometimes is so complicated. and I know, especially at gospel worship gospel
Hmm.
tracks, we have a lot of this kind of motion at on the
Hmm.
drums, correct?
Yeah, yeah.
The drummers are playing. Maybe sometimes we have two drummers playing lively. We have a drummer playing only toms and floor tom.
Yeah.
I know, and one drummer playing the drums per se. So
Yeah.
this track is so interesting about this drum fill in the middle of the group.
Yeah.
Do you remember the most difficult track to record a drum cover? Because you have so many.
I mean, all these songs have this level of difficulty anyway. I mean, I when I listen to a song, yeah, it's it's I don't remember, but yeah, for sure there is lots of tracks. Well, I would say the songs I started uploading last year. Well,
Yeah.
most of the songs that I upload, yeah, I find it difficult when you know keeping in time, just keeping the groove, keeping it tight. I think it's the most challenging part for me because sometimes we tend to rush when we record, and then because there's an excitement and there's a video on in front of us, and like we feel nervous sometimes. And so I would say generally whenever I record it, I find it difficult and a bit challenging, but at the end of the day, I what I choose just to choose to enjoy what I'm doing.
So you work alone doing your videos,
Yeah, I
or do you
do.
have some help? Do you work alone? You don't have anybody to make your drum mixing?
No, not at the moment, no. So if I
Great.
record, I know it's not the best quality yet, but I'm doing my best to mix it, and to guys, I still have so much to learn when it comes to drum mixing. It's the area where I'm so terrible in doing. So
No, it's
I'm
not
trying
terrible.
to I'm
That's
trying
why I
to
ask it,
do.
because it's great. You can tell us, how do you do your record session? Tell us about your microphones. If
Mhm.
you want to pick up your cell phone and show us,
Sure.
please, you can do it.
Um, what I'm using at the moment is actually the Audio Technical microphone. Uh,
Yeah.
I This was a prize when I won the Hit Like a Girl in regionals in Southeast Asia.
Mhm.
So that's the microphone they sent me. Audio Technica microphones here. So
Mhm.
that's the microphone. It's MK6, I think. Um, and then I'm using three cameras at the moment. So I'm using just a Nikon camera. Three angles of camera. I wish I can add more, but the problem is I'm the only one editing it as well. So more cameras, more angles, more work for me. So
Yeah, more problems to do it,
more
to
problems,
work on
yeah.
it.
So work
Yeah,
on it,
because
yeah.
I know sometimes you spend maybe 1 hour
Mm-hmm.
playing, and you spend 5 hours editing your videos correctly.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the problem for me. That's the problem, because I hate to editing videos. Really,
Yeah.
that's the reason I don't have so many videos. I prefer to do just equipment that just go right away. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm using the Yamaha EAD 10.
Yeah.
I have
It
all
sounds good.
these microphones. I have all. I have a mix console here. I have
Mm-hmm.
everything, almost everything, everything. But I
Yeah.
hate to do that cable things.
Yeah.
To yeah, it's
Install and just yeah.
so when I did this, my drums. look at me and say, "Well, are you coming for me or not? Are you coming for your camera?"
Yeah.
So we have here a great Brazilian drummer with us, Janaína Mello. Oi,
Hello.
Janaína, fica com a gente. People, you are so shy tonight or this morning in Philippines. Please send your questions for Kanya. I say it wrong.
It's okay.
Eh,
Cana, Kanya.
Kanya. And we don't have any questions. People are liking or people are knowing everything. So, what kind of program you use for editing your videos?
I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro. Um, Still learning. So much to learn about editing and color grading. Uh, but I'm still learning. Yeah. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Adobe Premiere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so many things to learn every
Mm-hmm.
day about these tools, of course.
Yeah.
Uh, Tell us about your studio. You said for me that actually is your room.
Yeah. So last year, when the pandemic yeah started, I converted my one room here in our house. I told my mom right, I'm going to convert it in my as a my drum room. So she said yes. So it's just a small room, but this is where I cave in. This is my cave. This is where I live when I during daytime and practice. Um, I started investing a bit, just with the sound foam, because we have neighbors as well. So I don't want to disturb our neighbors. So
So, do you can play at every hour?
just on daytime, I don't want to play because for sure they can still hear it in the nighttime.
I
that's
know,
why
I know.
that's why I bought this drum mute. This is a big first drum mute.
Yeah,
It's good.
great.
Yeah,
Vic for to drum mute.
yeah,
So, if you are somebody here that want to start to doing this kind of uh, room soundproof, it's not really a soundproof, but
no,
it
no,
helps. It
it
helps.
helps.
I'm seeing your, I don't know how to say English, that kind of like I have here.
Oh yeah, this one.
Yeah. Tell us about doing in your room. How to do this in your room if people want to do this like you did.
Yeah. When I started, I don't have any sound foams here, but I ordered it on. I just ordered it online. But there are different densities. Like some of them, it's just not a good quality. So I suggest if you have enough budget or fund, just buy the good quality, which is with good density and the thickness is so good because it will absorb the sound and the it will be less of the reverb and the echo,
Hmm.
which is really good when you're recording drums. Um, as much as possible, yeah. If we have enough fun, yeah, just fill your room, your walls with this, which will help a lot, and it will be really good. Yeah, that's what I did.
Do you have something on the ceiling?
I do, but it's not finished yet. I'm still waiting for my orders to arrive. But I've put yeah. I'm still waiting for the bass trap as well
Yeah.
and other type of foams to be installed here in my drum room. Yeah.
Yeah. So because your drum sounds so great, so beautiful on your
Thank
tracks
you.
and your videos. Let's talk a little bit about your drum kit. Are you playing with Gretsch
Yeah.
Ash?
I'm playing with my Gretsch Ash. Well, I have a different dream drum kit, but I'm still saving for that because it costs fortune.
Tell us about your dream
Well,
kit?
I like the DW collector's kit or the Yamaha hybrid kit. So I'm still working for that. But yes, but this is a good sounding kit. It's not real, but it's good. The the sizes of my rack toms. It's 10. It's 12. My floor tom is 16. Kick drum is a 22-inch kick drum. I'm using this. I love my snare because I'm using. No, you can't see it. I'll try to. Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Using a
latex.
yeah Black Panther Velvetone. One thing I like about this snare drum, it's so warm because it's a combination of maple and brown maple and birch. So it's warm. I'm using K custom cymbals, Tilgen, the custom dark hi hat, and then I'm using the this 18-inch crash. I'm using a 20-inch ride and a 16-inch crash and a 10-inch splash. So that's my setup at the moment.
Great. So it
Yeah.
sounds fantastic. Uh, what kind of difference do you can perceive about maple sound, birch sound, and ash sound?
Right. Um, for me, using the maple drums before, it's 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 same. I mean, not exactly the same as ash, but ash is more of like maple is warmer than ash for me. But the attack of ash is so strong.
Mm.
I haven't used the birch before, but for me, ash is more of like it comes with a lesser price.
Oh, okay. I had two Gretsch
Mhm.
drum kits made by Ash in the past.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I have just one snare drum
All
from
right.
Gretsch made by Ash.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's a 14 by 6.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the upstairs room,
All right.
drum room upstairs. Because
Oh yeah.
I'm at my drum school right now. This is
Oh. Okay.
the room number one. We
Yeah.
have this beautiful maple.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Beautiful.
So move away, Joe.
Yeah. Is it a five
And
piece kit or how many rectums do you have?
actually, this kit have two bass drums, four rack toms, and two floor toms. But
Right.
the other half is on the backs because if you put two bass drums for your students,
Mm-hmm.
can you imagine it? What
Mm.
happened?
Yeah. It's quite frightening. Yeah. Especially when they're
Yeah,
starting and
they will
it's
love it.
overwhelming. They will love it,
It's
but it's
overwhelming.
overwhelming. Yeah.
And we have another drum kit here. Let me show you. Here,
Mm.
it's another Gretsch.
All right. Is that
I
a
have
renown? Renown?
no. This is jazz
Ah,
club.
just club. Yeah. Oh yeah. The size of the toms. Yeah.
My Renault is that one
Mm.
on the poster.
Yeah.
I've been don't I don't use the Renault with frequency because it's so expensive drum kit,
It's yeah.
and if you carry a expensive drum kit
Mm. For gigs. Yeah.
on the gigs, I don't think it's not a good idea
No. I think it.
because
Yeah. Renown. Sorry.
sorry, so
Yeah.
sorry, please.
I renown. I think renowned kits are good in the studio because of the warm sound. Because it's
Yeah,
maple.
in
So.
studio or for a special gig
Mm-hmm.
that pays well.
That's true.
We want to talk about the Hit Like a Girl
Okay.
that you participated last year. Did you see that the people Hit Like a Girl reposted your your flyer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I saw it this morning.
So tell us about the Hit Like a Girl event
Mm-hmm.
last year.
Oh, last yeah, or the contest where I'm in.
No, no, this year. I'm correct
Yeah.
because you were a finalist this year.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Tell us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. I actually never joined any contests before because, like as I said earlier, I'm quite worried of what's gonna people will say about me or about my drumming. But yeah, I started last year and recording drums, and I slowly uh, got this rhythm and this confidence of posting drum covers. So one of my good friends, one of good drummers in the Philippines, encouraged me to join, and she told me about the contest that was in January this year, and I told myself, yeah, there's nothing to lose if I'll try. I mean, I told myself like if I will just hide here in my drum room, nothing will happen, and there's nothing wrong in posting, and it's just for fun. So I told myself like, right, it's just for fun. So I started practicing and really choosing the genre I really love. So I ended up choosing one of the genres I really love playing too, which is a funk combination of funk. So it music. So it was a drumless track, composed by Andrew Forbes, but it's a free drumless track.
Mm.
So I downloaded it and yeah, did the drum parts and studied to put the drum parts and prepared for it. And then yeah, I submitted it in March. I was not really expecting to be a finalist, to be honest with you, because to join the contest, it's really an honor for me to be joined by so many great drummers. So well, for sure you've seen these great
Yeah, I
drummers,
can
and
imagine.
um, so after I because I've got so much stress as well, like preparing. Like as I told you, I'm the only one preparing for this, and I was telling myself I really want to prepare for and give the best that I can when it comes to video editing and doing this, but I was doing it on my own. Well, a friend of mine helped me, particularly for this project. So she helped me taking videos and assisted me in editing videos. So yeah, luckily I became a finalist and given the chance to be the winner as well in the Southeast Asia regionals. It was a great,
Great. It's an honor.
yeah, it's a great experience. Great experience. I will never forget.
Yeah, that's why I said to you, you have something special for teachers and tell us. Of course,
Thank you.
don't worry. So we had another streaming with another Hit Like a Girl
Mm-hmm.
finalist, if I'm not wrong, the great Victoria Bielik from Poland.
Oh, of course. She's the reigning
Yeah,
champion.
yeah, we became friends. I talked with her. It's I'm so proud that I saw her on the Mother Drum Online Festival.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
No, I
Great.
haven't yet. I haven't yet, but yeah, I will see.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her. It's a great drummer, so
She's really great.
beautiful, so honest. Um, she have all the skills to do great recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy for you too because
Thank you.
you are so many so great drummers around the world. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to do. I'm so happy to doing this streaming with drummers like you, Victoria, and others, great drummers. Let's
Thank
talk a
you.
little bit about your projects, your bands, or playing at church.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, are you playing currently with any band or thinking? thinking to doing a new project with a band?
Um, well, to be honest with you, I don't have a band at the moment. Um, it's because of this pandemic, and we were not able to pursue it. But we're still in contact. But while I'm still waiting for the right timing for that, I'm doing some local collaborations. They're offering to me to be a part of their band, but I'm still working on it, and it's easy to say yes, but if you know that you're not the right fit, it's sometimes it's hard to say, okay, I'm leaving, and I don't want these guys to feel bad, if you know what I'm saying, and I don't want them to expect so much from me, and so I don't want to rush. So
Yeah.
at the moment, I'm trying to focus on practice and playing at church. At the moment, the live music here in the Philippines is hasn't resumed yet.
Yeah.
So no live gigs here yet. So, it's
Yeah, I
terrible.
see.
Hopefully in
So terrible.
2022. Hopefully in 2022. Some bars and some private parties are asking for a band, but not as like pubs, like what we used to do before.
Mm.
So hopefully. And
Yeah, I see. I see. So, are you playing at your church, correct?
yes, I'm playing at church, but at the moment I already passed the crown to the next drummer, so I'm focusing on playing the guitar.
Really?
yeah. I remember my dad used to tell me like, okay, you will never be forever in that area. I mean, in the church, at the church, like you have to. There must be a successor, and you should give them the chance, and yeah, it's sure enough that when you give them a chance to play and gain their confidence, and me as well discovering my new area, which is playing acoustic guitar. So yeah,
Well,
I.
great. I ask because I'm play at my church
Mhm.
too. I play. We are only two drummers right now at my church,
Okay.
and sometimes we have problems with the schedule
Yeah.
because right now I'm doing some little tours
Yeah.
playing with my
Mm-hmm.
band,
All right.
and sometimes I can play on Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes my friend can't play too.
Oh, I see. So yeah, problem with drummers,
So
drum schedule.
yeah, but I think next year will be more comfortable to bring
Yeah.
maybe another drummer. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what happened.
It's
Let's
great
talk
to be.
about
Yeah.
your.
Sorry.
Sorry,
It's
please continue.
yeah. I was just about to say that it's a good experience to be a church drummer, a worship drummer, because that's the area where I learned how to be like sensitive, with your other bandmates. I mean,
Mhm.
playing at concerts and in live gigs is a bit different when you're playing at church. Playing at church, I learned how to like to be sensitive and doing the build up, and we call it open worship, right? And just it's not about you, it's
Yeah,
about the song and just the atmosphere, being charged with this music. So it's about the harmony and the understanding of each other, like the respect with other musicians. So yeah.
yeah, I see. Yes, correctly, completely. I feel like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the that kind of acrylic on my
Yeah,
front is like
the drum
a
shield.
transparent. Yeah, yeah. I try to talk something, say something for the rest of the band, but they
Can't hear you.
cannot. Yeah, it's a problem.
I know, we're all isolated.
Yeah. So let's talk about your drum
Yeah.
influences. The very first drummer that you heard. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, one of my drum heroes, I would say, is one of the legends. I would say that he is one of the blueprints in drumming. Great, one of yeah, he's really good. Greatest of all time. It's Dennis Chambers.
Yeah.
My uncle gave me this DVD. You know the DVD where he was playing with his bandmates. with the
Yeah.
great bassist Gary Granger and John Scofield and Jim Beard. It's entitled "In the Pocket,"
Mm.
and that's where uh, I started to understand more. I started to understand more about drumming. Like it brought me into new dimension, like new paradigm, new thinking about drumming. Um, Also, in addition to Dennis Chambers, of course, it's that's how where when I discovered Dennis Chambers, I also discovered, of course, James Brown and his band. Of course, the father of soul. You know, discovering his drummers. He has two drummers, right?
Yeah.
It's Clyde and Jabo, and mm, uh, there's another drummer actually, but these two drummers are really good. And what I like about Clyde and Jabo playing with James Brown is they're so attached with the lyrics and in their instruments that you will feel the music, and it's so mind blowing that the depths where he could take you in this music, and the feel it's unbelievable. It's immense, amazing. And after watching one of his performances, the uh, is it Man's World,
Mm.
and it's so, the feel, the groove of these drummers. So yeah, these are my drum influences: Clyde Stubblefield, and of course Steve Jordan.
Yeah.
I love Steve Jordan. These guys, for me, I'm only saying it from myself, like from my experience and from me, from how I see them and how I admire them. I think they are the best example for me when you say pocket, tight, groove, and feel in drumming. Uh, they are my inspirations because I learned so much from them when it comes to playing in a band. Like they give so much space. They give space for other guys and for other musicians to fill in or to paint over, which is really
Yeah.
important in a band. That when you sit in behind it, when you sit behind the kit, it's not only about you; it's about the band, and that's what I learned from them. Like being sensitive enough to and respect one another, and giving them the space and play, and yeah, I understood what I understood from their playing as well is, the what you call this, the like understanding when is the right time and the right place to fill in, to put your chops in, and when to stop playing, or
Yeah.
when to start playing, or to hold back. So yeah, I'm a big fan of these great drummers. Funk drumming. I think they're the originators of drumming, of funk drumming. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I love their playing.
I remember when I saw Danny Chambers' uh, video,
Mm-hmm.
the pocket and serious moves.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh, I I just became like this.
yeah,
Wow.
jaw
How
dropping.
can Yeah. Do you know I met Danny Chambers personally here in my city?
Really? Wow,
Yeah. He did a long workshop here.
wow,
Wow. It takes a long time. It lasted 3 hours workshop
wow.
here.
But
So
that must
long.
be a great experience.
Yeah, great
Mm-hmm.
experience. After
Yeah.
the workshop, we had a dinner with
Oh
him.
wow,
Yeah, and he sit
amazing.
by my side,
Yeah, beside us too.
and we start talking about career, about drums. So I remember I asked him, "Man, tell me, do you play drums when you are at your home, when you uh, are with your wife
Mm-hmm.
in your home? Do you play drums
Mm-hmm.
when you home when you are at home. Uh, I remember he said to me, "Just one moment," and pick up um, his wallet
Mm-hmm.
and open it and show me a little photo, a little pic,
Yeah.
and you are and said to me, "Are you seeing this little girl?" Yes, I'm seeing. She's my granddaughter.
Oh,
Say granddaughter? Ah, yeah, granddaughter.
granddaughter. Yeah.
That's the thing I do when I am home.
Uh, so yes, family time.
I play
Family
with
time.
her.
Oh, with her. Oh, yeah, family time. Great family time. Wow.
Yeah, I don't play drums at home. I
Mm,
have drums at home, but I don't play drums at home
mm.
because
Spending time with
when I
her.
go, yeah, when I go to do a tour,
Mm-hmm.
leaving my house, leaving my wife, I don't know if I will return.
Mm.
So I try to spend my time with her.
Yeah, which is really good actually. Yeah, because us drummers or musicians in general, we tend to, because we want to focus in this area, and we tend to sometimes lose our time with our family. But I learned that it is so important as well to balance everything. We give enough time in your studio, in my studio. We give enough time for our family as well, because they are the ones who supporting us anyway. They are our number one supporters, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So great family time, quality time with them as well.
yeah. Quality time,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember this time with Danny Chambers. It was before he came deceased. You remember when Dennis felt in disease,
Yeah.
almost died.
Mm.
Maybe I think 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember? I asked him, "Do you know how many snare drums do you have?" He said to me, "No, I
My
never
God.
counted."
For
I
sure,
use.
yes, that's some
He
snare
said.
drums.
He said for me, "Yeah, I use just only two."
Just yeah, two, but he got like hundreds and hundreds of snare drums.
Yeah, only two the same snare drums. I only own two, but I don't know how many snare drums I have. It's the same with some drummers that I know.
Mm.
For example, I met some drummers that maybe 100, 100 snare drums
Wow.
with snare drums, and actually they use it only two.
Mm.
Do you have this kind of problem, or do you want to have more?
Well, I don't have this kind of problem. I only have three snare drums, but I think I'm okay.
Three.
Three, yeah. I'm wanting to have another snare drum. I want a steel snare drum, brass or brass.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we have here Chopon, drum master from Japan. Hi, Chopon.
Hello,
Great drummer.
hello.
We did a great streaming with her last year.
Oh, amazing.
Chopon,
Yeah,
great drummer from Japan. Plays so well too.
of course.
Uh,
Japanese drummers are just top notch. They're so
yeah,
good,
yeah, amazing.
so good.
How are you, Chopon? I remember that I read an interview with the great Mark Zonder. He's
Mm-hmm.
another great drummer, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Well, I used to have uh, 14, 40 drum
Snare.
kits, maybe
Oh,
200 cymbals,
yeah.
and actually, I have to say, I just use it only two drum kits, maybe four snare drums, and maybe 10 or 12
Mm.
symbols are
Wow.
always the same.
Yeah. We love collecting,
So
yeah,
yeah,
drum kits.
collecting everything. But I think the following cymbals
Hmm.
and drumsticks is never enough.
Never. It's true. It's never enough. We always buy symbols and all this. It's never enough.
Tell us about your main influences, female drummers. Only five female drummers.
influences, right? My first female drummer, of course, is Sheila E.
Yeah.
She is one of the musical icons over the decades and just such an inspirational figure for people of all ages. The energy of Sheila E. I first discovered her when she was performing Glamorous Life. Was it Glamorous Life? And she's playing this timbale and she's dancing and singing at the same time. And her energy level and her understanding in music and in drums is just amazing. Like how she does it, keeping the time while she's dancing and singing. So that's number one. It's Sheila E. I also like Cindy Blackman, of course. All these jazz fusions and all these rudiments coming from Cindy Blackman, and she's got this stamina, especially when she's doing all this drum solo, right? Like doing all this. So those are my female drummers, like influences. But there are lots of drummers. Of course, Annika Niles, Sarah Thorwards, Given Senri Kawaguchi, all these great drummers. But on top of that, I also have great. I've been also following these great drummers. Apart from that, for sure you know Nikki Glaspie.
Yeah.
She used to tour with Beyonce for some time. I like her playing, her style, the chops, so clean, and of course the Pocket Queen, Taylor Gordon. That she makes this simple groove so tasty. Like even if it's only the kick, the snare, and the hi hat, it will really make you dance and really groove. And,
yeah, I agree.
And of course, I'm so proud with this drummer coming from the Philippines, and she was here earlier. It's Carmi Santiago. Carmi Santiago. She is a drumming teacher, a working drummer here in the Philippines, and she has played with lots of big artists here in the Philippines. She has so much experience in recording and live performances. And what I like about her playing is the jazz fusion chops and styles, and it's so clean. And she makes herself like she looks like she's so effortless whenever she plays drums. And she's recently represented the Philippines. Actually, she played at Pasig. Virtually played there with Professor Tusa Montes, and they played all this she played with Professor Tusa and Christine Nedens, of course.
Great friend of mine.
Great drummer. She is so good. I think she's from Germany. Is she?
Yeah, Germany.
I like everything about her playing. Even the studio, she puts so much work and hard work. Even if it's a drum rudiments or exercise that she plays using her pad, so clean, you will really feel that she is so dedicated to what she's doing.
Yeah.
And lastly, sorry, I said so many drummers.
No problem.
It's 10 now and 15. But lastly, I said Philo from Germany as well, I think.
Yeah.
She is so creative with her drumming. So yeah, those are.
Do you know any Brazilian drummer?
Oh yeah, it's Vera. Vera. Yeah, she's really good. I would say that if Sheila E is the queen of percussion, for me, she's like a queen of like Brazilian music and all these percussionists as well. And she truly is like an ambassador to Brazil music, in connection to Brazil music, because their passion and energy it's amazing. Like whenever she plays as well. So Vera, I think she's I believe she is one of the ambassadors of Hit Like a Girl to Brazil. So yeah, Vera.
Yeah. Very so close friend of mine.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Amazing. Love her.
Yeah.
Oh, we have now 1 hour and 7 minutes streaming. Wow. Like I said, time flies. We have to go now for our final part of this streaming. It was so great.
Thank you.
I said to you, the time flies. Don't worry about the subject. we will talk about everything about drumming. As I said, we talked about drummer, drums and drumming in your career. So I would like to ask you to leaving a message for young drummers here about some kind of inspirational words or about your experience.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what came to your heart, what come to your heart, and be
Mm-hmm.
my guest.
Right. Well, in the past years, or maybe, yeah, still happening right now, but not only to me, but to maybe to some other drummers are experiencing it. Um, there are a lot of stigmas attached to a woman playing various or certain instruments. The
Mm.
any woman or anyone facing the race prejudice or height prejudice or hair prejudice or whatever. you know um if you let somebody to stop you because of their opinions, then the only thing that you're doing is hurting yourself. So what I learned is, don't give somebody, or don't give them the power to stop you, or don't give them the power to to be over you and stop you of what you want to do. Their opinions will just be their opinions, but if you believe that we are created for this, to be a great drummer, then pursue what you really want to do. Believe in yourself. Of course, listening, and it's also good to listen and take time to digest whenever you hear like constructive criticism, but because that will make us grow and be the best that we can be. But really, you are do it for yourself, not for anybody else's. And that's what I learned. Don't please people. Just have fun. Of course, like hard work and discipline. Yeah, you will see yourself one day. I'm still on it as well. I'm working on it, but hopefully one day, yeah, we'll be there, and yeah, I'll see you at the top.
Yeah, yeah, you are at the top.
Not
Don't
yet.
worry
I'm still working on it.
about this because I think
Lots of things to
the
learn.
top.
Lot of things to learn.
What I think that the top never came because when you are on the top, the only thing you can do is go on
Yeah.
top
So we're all
because
still, yeah,
you are
going
on the
through.
top.
Yeah.
So please don't came to the top, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Just
Keep climbing.
just yeah,
Keep
keep
climbing.
it climbing. Yeah, no problem with this.
Mm.
You are a very good climber.
Yeah. Thank you.
People, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I hope that you enjoyed. We had so many people here going and going in, going out. It's no problem. You can see this streaming here on Instagram or YouTube channel,
Mm.
youtube.com/girlsondrums. Okay, it will be recorded there and here. Thanks so much, Cana.
Thank you very much.
Cana.
Thank you for having me. Kana is fine.
Sorry. Yeah, okay, thank you. You are so lovely. Thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you.
Please stay with us. We have next week. Next week we don't have any streaming.
Hmm.
For the following week we have a special class with Brazilian great Nana Rizzini
Oh yeah.
from London. She's
Hmm.
living in London right now. Very good drummer.
Yeah.
Special class
Yeah.
you can subscribe. And the
Sure.
last streaming of this year, we will have Annabelle drummer, Annabelle Tank from London. Maybe
Hmm.
I think she have 90 years old.
Very young drummer. Very good. Very good drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the last streaming this year. And
Oh.
next year, I hope that we are back in with Girls on Drums real festival.
Yeah.
But I can't
Fingers
say
crossed.
anything. I can't do more spoiler than this for next year. We are working on. We have so many names on the list for the
Hmm.
staff. Just wait, and you will see. Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Have a good day, people. God bless you. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.